What up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Ginn podcast. This is your host, Gilbert Sanchez. If you're new here, you can call me G. This is going to be episode 101.
Oh, I like that number.
Yeah,
101.
101.
That's nice.
I have yet to drop an episode. It's already been 2 weeks. So I have stashed. This is going to be my fourth one.
Okay.
I'm struggling.
It's hard.
It definitely is. But man, on this episode, this is gonna be the second time my guest has been on here. And last conversation went extremely well. I mean, honestly, the last time I had no idea what we were gonna get into.
Right.
But we got into a lot.
Yeah.
Hopefully
we unpacked some stuff.
Yeah. Hopefully this is gonna be the exact same. Hopefully it's more. So
right.
Yeah. First and foremost, I appreciate you tuning in. If you're new here, again, comment, like, subscribe. Yeah, this is gonna be a wild one. Natalie Nichole.
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm surprised I'm awake right now.
You've been working.
I have.
You've been working.
I have.
And I mean, we just finished talking off air. I notice I'm one of those people that notice things and don't really say anything. Like I'm just kind of
observing.
Chilling. Yeah, just observing. You work.
I do.
A lot.
Thanks for noticing.
Yeah, of course.
Because people don't. And it's sad.
Where does that even come from? Like the motivation to keep on going, because you just finished saying you're about to leave here and
you're
about to drive 5 hours. Maybe?
Yeah. Yep.
That's insane. Never me. Never me.
Not me.
Yeah.
Never. No.
But yeah. Where does that come from? I mean, with that work ethic. I don't know if we got into the last time, but
I don't know. I think it's kind of just instilled in me by my mother. My mother worked really hard all her life, and she's still working hard to this day. She taught me and my sister to go after what we want, and just never give up until you're where you want to be, and even then just keep working to keep it.
Yep. So. We talked about the last time. Your mom's a huge part of
yes.
kind of just your life and your success.
Mm-hmm.
How's that been? It's been pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, she's my mama. Luckily, she's my mom. She's not like a momager or anything like that. So we have our mom-daughter relationship. So it's always good. It's always good.
Have setting boundaries. That been one of the things that you've had to come into, like, the thing with me, it says I had to set a lot of boundaries with my mom. Like she's one of those people where she'll call me 10, 11 o'clock at night and I'm
asleep.
I'm knocked out. That
why didn't you answer?
Yeah.
I'm asleep.
And she's I don't know if your mom's like this, maybe all moms, she worries a lot. Like if I don't text back within a certain amount of time, she'll call me.
Right.
If I don't call her back, she'll like message me on Facebook. Like it's crazy. But I love my mom. She's she's my rock. But there's a couple of things I had to put in place. Like, hey, I'm doing this.
Exactly.
There's like this is just my life, and maybe my brothers and sisters are not like that.
Right.
So she's like,
you're just the odd one out. So she's just not
100%.
used to it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But my mom can be a little every now and again. Not too bad.
Yep.
Not too bad. But I let her just track my phone, and I track hers, so like we don't have to go through the calling thing. Just look at them, find me, and you know where I'm at.
That's a lot of trust.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know if I'll be able to have my mom track me for sure. I mean, I don't do anything bad. I'm literally at work at my house here. Right. Like that's.
But just to know all the time, it's kind of. Yeah. But I don't feel like my mom really like checks it like that. She'd just be like, "Oh, okay."
If the situation came up,
she would check.
Yeah, she would.
Right.
Check,
She'd probably ask my sister, like, how do I get to the find my thing so I can see where she's at?
Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, I have that with my girlfriend, but I can't. I hope she don't. I mean, I wouldn't say hope, but I think she checks it in the manner of like, hey, if anything were to happen,
right.
She knows where I'm at. Or if we have something planned and I'm coming home, she knows. Right. I mean, I guess.
Generally, like just ETA
preparations, I guess.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess that works out, but I don't know about my parents.
Yeah.
For sure not.
Luckily, my mom doesn't check it very often.
That's good.
So it's not too invasive for me.
Has she ever crossed boundaries? Have you ever had to have that conversation, those tough conversations?
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, I guess in my relationship with my girlfriend.
Okay.
Because I had a girlfriend, so it was just unusual. She wasn't expecting me to have a girlfriend. She always pictured me with a man, and that's understandable. But I mean, that's not your
of course.
your thing. It's mine. So She had to jump over that hurdle, but it wasn't like most people. Like some people, their parents really get like disowning them
Yeah.
and things like that. It wasn't that extreme at all. It was just like she had to get comfortable with it. She had to get
Yeah.
used to it.
Yeah. My
So,
oldest sister came out when I think I was a freshman. She was a senior. And same thing.
yeah.
Mom didn't accept her for a good amount of time. It wasn't too long. I mean, it was less than a year for sure. But same thing. My mom always pictured my sister with,
Married,
yeah,
kids, and
exactly.
yeah.
And I've told this story before. My sister did it drastically. She cut her hair off, like just full went bald. She like made a scene, and like there was a full argument. Like it was wild.
Yeah, I was real calm and chill about it.
That's what I was hoping it would have been. Like I didn't.
We didn't need the whole.
Yeah. I
Right.
think I knew for a good amount of time. My sister for sure knew my younger sister.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just didn't think she was gonna do all that. But it came back that my mother was it was just so frowned upon coming from her that she
Right.
just had to like, hey, this is it, and if you can't accept me, it is what it is. And
Right.
it was like that for a good amount of time, and then came to her senses, and
Right.
yeah, just started to accept it. But
Yeah, you'd
was it
rather
was,
have your family around than not.
yeah, was that a big struggle for you?
No, no. So I feel bad whenever I say that it's not like a huge struggle because I know so many people that go through that struggle to where it's
Yeah.
like, you know, detrimental to, their lifestyle and how they're living. But for me, I just kind of like eased my way on into it. I was just like,
That's good.
and here it is.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's good.
Yeah.
'Cause-
I knew for a long time though that I liked women. I still like men too. I'm attracted to both, but I knew when I was young. I just never like it was never necessary to like dive into it so far that everybody had to know. It was just like it's just a feeling, right, that I got right
I
now.
think back then it was just something that wasn't
Talked about
yeah
very
talked about
much.
normal. Now
Yeah.
it's a lot more open. People are accepting. So
Yeah.
I think nowadays when someone comes out or
It's just
has
like, oh, I already knew. Or,
Yeah.
oh, okay, cool.
yeah yeah exactly because
Awesome.
so I mean social media has a huge part I think in that. There's a lot of
Yeah.
people that come out and share their stories, and
Yeah.
from there I mean it's a good feeling when someone else comes out and you know the story. But
True.
I wanted to do something that I don't usually do, but I've done before. Um, just a check-in mentally, physically,
Oh.
spiritually. You can do a 1 through 10, mentally,
1 through
spiritually,
10.
physically. Where you at right now?
I'm probably at like a 7.
I like that. Okay.
I'm at a 7. I've probably been worse in previous weeks and months, but 7, I feel like I'm a solid 7.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Why would you say you're 7? Is that
Because
mentally?
yes,
Okay.
mentally, yeah. Because I've been going through a lot this year. My father passed away,
Gotcha.
and
Gotcha.
then I went on tour right away, right after that with DJ Calvin, and I was like low high, so your emotions kind of get
Yeah.
like knocked all over the place. And so we continued the tour, and then his funeral, and then because we had to elongate the funeral because of all the preparations and all this and that, it was a lot
Mhm.
to deal with me and my sister. And I didn't feel everything right away. I'm a person who feels like later.
Yeah.
Go through it, and then I'm like, whoa, I went through that. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I hurt. Kind of like working out, you don't feel it till you're sore the next day. And so I feel like that's why I'm at a 7. I'm just kind of going through mourning and all
Yeah.
of that.
That's the man. Talk about your loss. I know
Thank you.
that's tough.
Yeah.
I'm not close with my dad, but I think it would be pretty tough if it got
Yeah.
to that point. Um, I'm terrible with those thoughts.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine. Yeah, I just couldn't imagine, man. I know
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that go through that, and it's tough. Some people don't make it out. Um, but I'm glad you said it's 7 because
Yeah.
that was real. I mean, you could have
I could have been like, yeah, I'm a 10,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
exactly,
I'm always good.
and that would just be like
Fake as hell.
fake. You could have just went on a whole different type of tangent and ran
I
about
could've.
how good you're feeling. But
Yeah.
I'm glad you're able to talk about that and be vulnerable in that space. So
Yeah, I like to be realistic. I don't want people to ever have a misconception of what I'm really going through. I want you to know the truth because then it makes you understand that the road isn't as easy as it looks. Just because we're making it look easy doesn't mean it is. we're going through a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes.
Yep.
Always.
Yeah. I struggle with that.
Yeah.
I don't like telling people what I go
Really?
through. Yeah, it's weird.
Huh.
Other than my friends and family.
Right.
Like
People that you trust.
I won't put it on camera.
Right.
Unless I've actually overcome
Right.
that.
Like it's a triumph. Like,
Yeah.
let me tell you what I accomplished, and so you can learn from it possibly or something.
I struggle with
while you're going through.
While I'm going with 100%. Like I can't
sense.
see myself putting that out there. It might be people like people saying something like, "Hey," and it just adds to the fire.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't know if it's actually if I'm even able to do that. So I just don't do it in total. But
I don't know why I'm able to do that.
Yeah, I was just about to ask that. that's a strong mindset.
Now that you said that, I'm like, you're right. Why? Why would I talk about this?
That's strong though. That's very, very strong, and that goes back to I mean, just who you are as a person. I couldn't do it.
I don't know why I'm able to. You know, I think what it is, the reason why I choose to do it is because it's like there's no getting worse. It's just like it is what it is. What am I supposed to tell you? Like,
makes sense. Yeah.
I just don't want to lie, and I don't want to not tell you because you're gonna eventually either know about it anyway. And might as well just kind of like get through all the funky stuff straight away. Like, I don't know.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. What about physically?
Physically? I'm drained.
Okay.
I'm drained. I'm tired. I am. I really am.
You don't look tired.
Oh, thank you.
You pull it off good.
Makeup, guys. No, but luckily, this makeup is like the really light makeup to where it's like not a lot. So I'm really proud that he said that. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty drained though. It's been like I said, after my father passed away, it's just been consistent working, and I haven't really taken a break. I've just kind of just kept going, but a break will be due soon. It needs to happen.
I think this year has been done a lot.
Yeah.
I think this is something I wanted to talk about. Maybe we can, before we get into this, I'll remember. What about spiritually?
Okay, spiritually. I think I'm growing more spiritually. I've always been a spiritual person, but I feel like I'm getting back to my roots because I'm going through so much. I need to just dive back in and hone back in what I know is real with my spirituality and my faith.
Yeah, man. What would you rate it though?
It's about a 7 too.
Oh.
It's about a 7. Yeah. It's not like so far down where I'm like forgetting where my water comes from, but it's it's still like, I'm trying to rebuild myself.
Gotcha. Okay. What I was going to say, you've been working a lot.
Yes.
And dropped the album last month. But I think maybe you can talk about it a little more. If I remember correctly, the first time I saw it or you promoting it was April, maybe before then. I don't remember.
Right.
When,
yes,
but,
that's correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Why did it take so long? I don't know. Maybe
April of this year? Yeah. Well, okay. So, okay. It had to do with my dad too.
Gotcha.
His funeral was in April. So he passed away in the end of February. He was in the hospital and then he passed away March, I think 13th or 9th or 13th, one of those. It was right near my niece's birthday. And then we were in the hospital that whole time. And then I went on tour. So I was finishing up like the last couple songs.
Yeah.
And there was 20 songs. So I was like, I had to push it back. And then the funeral was in April. So that's why.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That's why it took so long.
I sounded so rude saying that.
Yeah, why did it take so long?
After you just
you're going through something or something?
Oh my goodness.
That's hilarious.
No, but I just remember seeing it in April and I'm like, damn.
Anticipation.
Yeah. But that's good though, because literally you post so much about it that I'm just like, damn, I need to hear it. Yeah, that's the reason why I said it like that. I'm like, damn, I need to hear this already. I've been through it a couple times, and it's one of those albums where you can definitely see where the talent comes from. Oh. I mean, you start off crazy. You start off with the number one, and I want to talk about that one.
Oh, yay!
I'm always interested to see why people place their song at number one because, I mean, for a lot of reasons, everybody has their own reasons, but why did you pick that song to be your first one?
Up Last Night?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it starts the story. So since you've listened to the whole album all the way through, it's kind of literally showing you like relationships and how they, have their peaks and valleys and how crappy they can be or how great
Yeah.
they can be or how like sexy they can be or whatever. So it's literally going through everything. I started with that one because the song depicts me meeting someone at a party. And it's talking about like, okay, I was up last night, you were up last night. So now where's this going? So it leaves room for the rest of the stories.
Yep.
So that's why that was the first one.
That's good. That's a lot of people click the first one obviously to hear the album.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, this is the jump.
Right.
Let me see what this is really about.
Right.
And to place that one at the top was just for me, it was like the banger for sure. And then from there, the anticipation of the album to come next,
right,
based
like,
off the
next?
lyrics,
Yeah.
was like, okay, I mean, let's keep listening.
Right.
So it's a genius move by you. I don't know if you
Thanks.
I don't know if you knew that, but
I didn't. I just did it.
I just placed it there.
I just placed it there. Yeah.
I want to talk about the album title too.
Yes.
Evolve. How did that come about? I mean, when did you find that out?
Right.
That it was going to be the album title, and then I mean, what's the meaning for you?
Right. So last year I was writing for another artist. I wrote 5 songs. Up Last Night was one of them. And she was a younger artist. She's younger than me. So I was kind of stepping into my 22-year-old self for Up Last Night too. And I was just like, yo, these songs are really good. Why am I going to give them away? And plus her team wasn't like saying like, yeah, we heard them already. We were going to give them to her, this and that. So I was like, okay, well, if you ain't going to use them, I ain't going to let them go to waste.
Yeah.
So I kept them, and I started with those 5. And then I was like, man, I have this song right here and that I'm finishing up. And at first I lost my mojo. I took a break for like 6 months because I was like, I don't know what's next or what am I doing? Like, I need a break. So I took a break, and I thought it was actually going to be like a 2-year break, but it was 6 months. And then I started writing those songs. And then I just kept writing after that. I hit another inspirational, I guess, wave, caught another wave of inspiration, and 20 songs happened. And because it evolved, that's why I named it Evolve.
Yeah.
And then whenever you listen to each song, some of them have pieces of songs that I wrote whenever I was 15. So it was like evolving my life and evolving itself. And then like DJ Calvin, I met him through another group of people, and that's how I got connected with him and got to go on tour with him, and we're still on tour with him, and that evolved. So to me, it just was like the right fucking title. It couldn't be anything else other than, wow, it's evolved.
Hearing yourself when you're 15 compared to now, some people would be, nah, I'm not putting on the album. That sounds stupid.
Right.
But for you, I mean, you're incorporated into your album. I didn't know that.
Yeah. On Ain't Me. Yeah. Ain't Me, there's a piece where I start singing She Can't. That's from 15 years old. I was 15.
Crazy.
Yeah, when I wrote that song.
Why that move?
Why did I put it in there?
Like, what? I mean, you just finished saying the evolve part, but I mean, yeah, I can't see myself doing something.
Well, Ain't Me, the song was like an intro, really, for Thinking About You. That's why it's in front of Thinking About You. And I wrote that when I was in LA, when I was homeless, and I got discovered by Nick. Mm-hmm. And I was in a mansion in LA. So the song talks about being in a mansion in LA. I'm real literal.
Yeah.
In songs. So like, if I said it, that's what happened. So, so in Ain't Me, it's setting up Thinking About You. And it just felt right to put She Can't in there. I don't know. It just matched to me. And I was like, why the hell not? It's me. I'm like referencing myself that other people didn't know. I don't know. It just felt right. It just felt right. So I'm all for pulling things from the archives and using it again, because why not?
I said that what I said, but I think I would, now that I think about it.
Yeah. If it was good enough, like if it was good. Yeah.
You can show people the inspiration that they get. You can see like, hey, some people can come a long way.
Yes.
You can change.
You can change. Yeah. Or you can have pieces of you that are still that purity or that whatever it was, you know? And She Can't was that for me. It was pure. It was sweet and good song.
Sure, for sure. I have a question here that I wrote down that I want to get to. There's a song on there with Lil Flip.
Yeah.
Crazy. Growing up.
Yes, I know. Like this is.
Yeah, 100%. Growing up, I mean, obviously he's from Houston. I think he is.
Yeah, Houston.
Okay. But yeah, growing up, yeah, listen to the mixtapes,
all of them.
listen to the songs.
Right.
I don't know. Was that a full circle moment for you?
Yes. It was like, what? We have a song because I made a remix or something to Sunshine, his song.
Yeah.
And I had it on my second album, I believe, or it was on Moments. It was on Moments, and I was just like, that was before I met him. And so I was like, yeah, I love Lil Flip, I'm making a song, Sunshine, right? And then years after that, I meet him and I'm like, I would love to do a song with you. And he's just like, okay, with his voice, his low voice. All right, let's make it happen. And so I sent him my track and he was like, okay. And he did it. I was like, what the?
It's crazy.
Yeah, because you don't expect, you picture yourself, when you're a dreamer, you picture yourself getting there, but you don't know what it looks like, right? So you just kind of see the end, but you don't see all the things that you have to go through to get to the end. And I never expected that. I didn't know I was gonna get a celebrity feature from him. Or
how did y'all meet? How did that come about?
We were at a conference in Houston, and it was a big conference. It was tons, maybe over 100 people there, and he was there. And I just I showed him Sunshine, and I was like, hey, I have a song that I was sampling your song. He was like, oh, that's good. And so we just talked, and he followed me, and I followed him, and that's how we got connected.
How long did it take for him to send the thing?
Oh, he's fast.
Oh,
I love his quickness. He's quick with it. It was the next day.
Wow,
I sent
damn.
it, and he was on it.
Yeah, he's working fast.
Professional. That's what I like. That's how everybody should be.
Yeah.
At least within a week. No, people take too long.
You've had people features and songs more than a week?
Yeah, they take forever.
That's the longest you ever had.
Months, almost to finish a song, a year once.
No way.
And then they didn't even put it out. Yeah. So
what the hell?
Whenever you're quick, I love it, and we can get to work. But I hate dealing with people that they slacking. Yeah. They lagging.
I've seen it too. Some of your Instagram stories that you post, and there was one. Can't remember.
Was it the no free features anymore?
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
No more free features. Yeah. You abuse it. Yeah. I still have to pay my portion to make it perfect. And even though I record at my house, I still pay my engineer to use all the works to make it perfect. And you're wasting my money and my time.
Other than time, I mean, there's a kind of, I don't know, there's just this respect thing that comes with it too, right? Forget
Absolutely.
the money, forget everything. You're just respecting me when it comes to that.
Yeah.
So I can see
you're not valuing my professionalism and how long I've been doing it and all the work that I've already done that you haven't done. So it's and it's not I have a hefty price or anything. Geez.
What's the price? Oh, what is it? $250, right?
Right now it's $250, and you know what?
That's it.
No one's taking advantage of it. The price is about to go up in November. I do sales all the time because I like to work with new people. I love it. Yeah. But most people aren't serious.
That's what I like about you. You're very transparent.
Oh, I try to be
transparent when it comes to the business side.
Oh yeah.
Because some people, I wouldn't say afraid, but they don't really talk about the behind the scenes thing.
They don't want the reality of it out, I feel. That's why they don't talk about it. Yeah.
Crazy.
Or they don't want people to know what they don't know. That's why they don't talk about it.
That makes sense too. How's the music industry, have you seen some crazy shit?
Oh, hell yes.
Crazy shit as in, can you talk about it?
I probably can't talk. I probably shouldn't talk about it. I'd probably get in trouble or something. But yeah, I've seen a lot of crazy things. People are really shysty in the industry, and you really gotta find the right people to be in your corner. And the people I feel like I have right now are really good people, and I plan on keeping them around.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I mean, even before social media, I'm sure it was like that, right?
Oh yeah.
People trying to take and
all
never,
the time,
never give
all the time. It's that's what that industry is built off of. And that's why I like DJ Calvin so much, is that he's kind of rebuilding it from scratch. And he's allowing independent artists like me who do all the work really show the fuck up and do our thing and keep evolving. He's giving us a shot because a lot of people can go get signed. It's easy to get signed. It really is easy to get signed, especially when you get a 360 deal. And when you're owned. But it's not easy to do this shit by yourself. You're paying for everything by yourself. I don't have 10 people paying for nothing. That's why I sell merchandise. People who buy merch from me help pay for tours. People help pay for making the music, you know? And I don't think people really get the connection with that sometimes because people like to fluff it up with, oh, I got signed, so I got money or whatever I got now, so it doesn't matter. It matters. Especially for a person like me that's really fucking hitting the ground running. Yeah. Like,
you've been doing it for a long time too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a long time.
Yeah. Yes. You've known me since I was like, 15, 14? I've been doing it a long time.
Never let up.
No. I'm foot on the gas.
Still.
Yeah. It's been crazy.
Yeah. I wanna end on the album first, the success of it. I mean, how's that been?
It's been great. I think we're almost to like 200,000 streams. Nice. We haven't even pushed it all the way yet.
That's good, yeah.
So that's like really great, especially for an indie. Like, geez, that's awesome. Right now we're gonna be pushing Petty with DJ Calvin. We just shot a video this weekend for it. Getting that done, got it edited and all that stuff, and shoot some other scenes for it. But
you edit it?
I do everything.
No way. You edit your videos?
People don't understand. Like,
you're multi-dimensional. That's crazy.
If I can't get somebody else to do it, who else is going to? Like, I have to.
Yeah.
You know, you got to work with what you got. And I try to make it as beautiful and as good as I can. And sometimes I'll outsource, but then sometimes I realize I outsourced. I spent all this extra money and it didn't look like I wanted it to look. So sometimes you just got to get creative and do your own shit. I mean, you'll get there eventually.
For sure.
You got to do it.
That's good, though. I mean, because I think it goes back to the time thing, right? Like, you know, you realize how long it takes. So, so if you can do it, and then
then you better be able to do it. Yeah.
If you're talking about it's a profession that you're a professional at it.
Absolutely.
I can see that.
Exactly. That's why no one can give me excuses either. Because I'm like, dude, I've done this. I know it can get done in a day.
Yeah.
I know it can get done in 2 days, you know, whatever. But yeah.
I want to talk about the tour. So how did you link up with DJ Calvin? How did that come about?
I asked him. It's always asking, guys. Just ask questions, really. I asked him. I was like,
social media?
Yeah. He was like, he posted something like about a mixtape, I believe. And then I was like, yeah, I would love to be a part of that. Like, what do I got to do? And he was like, yeah, just send your song, this and that, whatever. I sent him the song, and then he posted that he was going on tour. And I was like, and he was taking indie artists. And I was like, okay, how do I get involved with that?
Yeah.
And he was just like, we're going to Texas. I was like, I'm in Texas. I'm from Texas.
Yeah.
And he was just like, okay, come through. We're going here. I have to drive there or fly there or whatever. But that was pretty much it. I just asked, just like Lil Flip, you know?
Yeah. It doesn't hurt to ask.
It don't. I mean, I think people get scared to ask for things, you know?
I used to be.
Yeah, just ask.
Yeah, I used to be.
9 times out of 10, you'll get what you want.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that have asked me for just advice, like on podcasting or like video editing.
Mm-hmm.
And this was a year and a half ago. There was a dude that hit me up and was like, hey, I'm about to start a podcast. What's some good equipment? I literally went to Amazon, made him a whole fucking wish list and sent it to him.
Yes.
And I was like, dude, just ask me. I don't even care. I'll make you a wish list based off his budget. Like, literally, he sent me his budget and I was like, yeah, add it to
That's
add it
how
wish list.
I feel.
And boom.
That's how I feel I am with people with music. I'm willing to give you the information. It's up to you whether you use it or not, or whether you want to believe that that's how it works. Some people just don't want to believe the hard work that goes into it. But
what's the dopest city that you went on tour
so far?
That you haven't been to?
I haven't been to.
I'm sure you've been to like, a good amount of places that you've already went on tour, right?
Well, shit. Yeah, well, I've been to them already, though.
Yeah.
The ones that were dope. I've been to Miami, and Miami was lit when I was there. That was before DJ Calvin. But whenever we went to LA with DJ Calvin, that was nice. I really liked that. The whole vibe was good. Like, the energy.
I've never been to Miami. Miami would be dope.
Vegas, too. Vegas was pretty good. I was sick in Vegas. Like,
Still perform?
Yeah, I still perform. I don't even know how I did that shit. I was like, I hope my voice is good. And God must have been holding my vocal cords because I got through it and both the notes are perfect. So, but that was good too.
How long was the tour? How long did it last? How many months?
So we do them in increments. So like the Texas one was like a increment of 2 weeks, maybe 3. And then the West Coast one took a while because it was more spread out and we had to drive. We drove the whole freaking way. And so that was like the whole fucking month. That was the whole month.
Yeah.
And can you imagine, like, okay, you wake up in one city and then you drive and then either you do a show that night or you wait till the next day to do the next one and then you on to the next city. That's what it was like. And so it was pretty taxing to the
And this is coming out of your pocket.
Yeah.
Expenses.
The driving. Yeah. The driving, getting there. Yeah. Absolutely.
Dedicated.
A true indie artist. Anybody who says that they're an indie artist and you ain't paying for shit, you ain't really indie. You ain't.
That's yeah, I think that's what some people fail to realize is and there's a lot of expense that comes with starting this.
Yes.
What you do with a business.
Anything.
Like, it doesn't just come
free or
all
smoothly.
At once.
Yeah, no.
It might not last long.
Right. Yeah. I don't, and I'm the type of person that like I don't like to get handed anything. I expect you to make me work for it, cause then it's real.
Yeah.
And I don't, you can't take it away from me because I work for it. Yeah. So then you can't say, "Oh, I'm just take this back." No, you can't because I work for it.
I can see myself like 5%. If someone was like to give me something, like take it. But the other 95, I'm like, nah, I have to work for it.
Yeah, I shouldn't.
But the 5%, I'm like, fuck. I've been working hard. I've been working hard.
Yeah, you want to.
Yeah.
You do. I'm not gonna lie. You of course, whenever there's an opportunity, you want to take a shortcut sometimes. But like then you look at the bigger picture and you're like, yo, that's not really gonna help me in the long run. So I might as well just keep on trucking.
This next tour coming up, how long is that gonna be?
Well, this one's like weird because he went to China with Russ, DJ Calvin. So,
oh shit, yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, he was just in China, so he had to come back. But was it the end of September? We were in Cleveland and then New York, and then we went to where do we go? We haven't gone. No, we're going to Atlanta the 25th, Wednesday.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah.
You're
so
everywhere.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
So DJ Calvin is Russ's DJ?
Yeah, his official DJ and his A&R for his indie label Diamond.
Wow, didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like a real cool thing to be on tour with DJ Calvin. Yeah. It's a major opportunity.
You think one of these days you'll meet Russ?
Oh, I hope so.
Or, I should have asked, have you met Russ? But
no, I have not. I have not. But I mean, DJ Calvin talks about it all the time. Like when it's time and you worked for it, all those things come. You know, I feel like his group of people that he has on tour with him, we all know that it's a real process because we've been through it and we're actually paying our dues. We're actually paying for everything. We're actually putting the footwork in. So we know that it's not like magical and just, I get to talk to Russ. You know, we're not expecting that. We're just like, yo, we're going to put in our footwork. And when that time comes, because we'll be ready.
That you brought up an interesting point that I didn't think about earlier. The people that go on tour with you.
Mm-hmm.
Same position that you're in, more or less, right?
Yeah.
Still indie. Most of them are in, or all of them.
Yeah, all of them. We're all indie.
How cool has that been to meet other indie artists and actually go on tour with them?
It's
spend
dope.
Time with them.
It's dope because then you see how many that you're not alone. Yeah. Because it's always been a majority of people. I just want to get signed. I just want to get signed. I just want to, I just want that label. That's all I want. I just want to be famous. And they have a different mindset. And people like us that are indie, we have the workers mindset. We have the business mindset. We want to own ourselves. We want to be valued and truly appreciated for all the effort and work that we're putting into the art. Because we take time to do that. I mean, you've heard the records. All of that is arranged by me. The background vocals are all me. I didn't hire no background singers. You know, I wrote all the songs. You know what I mean? So it's like I paid for all the sessions. So no one told me how to do any of that. I did it. You know, even all this planning and stuff, that's me planning it, you know?
Yeah.
No one else is doing that for me.
I struggle with that shit. The planning part, scheduling part.
It's hard.
I forget.
I'm starting to forget. Oh, geez.
That's why I had hit you up, and I totally
was it 7?
I totally forgot that we were messaging on the podcast page, and then I hit you up from my personal because I was like, I think it's 7, but let me
let me confirm.
Because man, I just my girlfriend, like I'm terrible.
It's a lot.
Terrible. I like remembering things, times. So I'm just like, fuck. And the scheduling part, like I do that all myself, and it's gotten to a point where, if I do it in advance, I would have to set reminders on my phone within my calendar, because if not, out the door.
Or like double book by accident or something. Yeah.
I've had that happen too. That's that's the worst feeling.
Yeah.
And it's terrible, but that's what it takes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it takes. That's one of the things that I guess I pride myself on within this platform, is because majority of the things on here I do myself, and I know what it takes.
Absolutely.
And similar.
Yeah.
Very, very similar to
that's
what you
how
do.
I feel. Yeah.
Very, very similar. This next tour, just Atlanta, or where else are you going?
Okay, so we're going to, it was Cleveland, New York, we already been to. Atlanta, we're going to do Miami, I believe. And then in November, we're doing another Texas run. I don't know the cities yet. And it's supposed to be like Columbus, or not Columbus. What is that other one called? Macon? It's in Atlanta somewhere. Macomb? I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know these cities.
About to get mad at you.
Right, I know. I'm going to be like, it's somewhere in Atlanta. Love you. There's a lot. I always post them in my story, though.
That's what I like about you, too. You're very consistent with posting.
I try.
And
she gets mad. My girlfriend gets mad at me because I'll be sitting there for 30 minutes filling up the story. She's like, dinner's ready. And I'm like, I'm sorry. People got to know this stuff because ain't nobody doing it for me.
Yeah,
like
I had a talk with somebody about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we had a conversation about him reposting or sharing his stuff to either Facebook or all social medias.
Right.
And I mean, we both said, is like, if you don't post it, they're not going to post it.
Exactly.
So you literally got to promote yourself
all the time.
And then from there, it's a domino
let other
effect.
people do it. Yeah.
So that's why
if they don't know nothing, like they can't support nothing. Yeah.
And we also talked about how some people might find it annoying.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
So I don't know if you've ever experienced that.
Yeah. I feel like people are like, why did you keep posting that? But that's the story works really great though, because you don't have to look at my story, And then I try to be, I do 3 at a time on my main page. So like I'm very particular. When I post 3 things at the same time, it's to give you information, and I try not to like flood your regular timeline.
Are you talking about the actual post?
The actual post, yeah. But my story, I'll go on. I'll repost that every every time it ends.
I'm very bad at social media. I have yet to post this season on TikTok. I have terrible.
It's a lot of work though, so it's understandable. I mean, especially if you're doing it by yourself, it's a lot of work. It's hard for me to keep up with all of the platforms. I mean, there's so many to keep up with.
Yeah. But you're doing it though, because you're still on Threads. I see you every now and then.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, this thing exists. Oh, okay, let's put something there.
I jumped on like 2 or 3 days ago, and I was like, shit, she's posting on here too?
It's
a lot.
I do it when I think it. So like if I think about it, let me do it.
Okay.
It's that type of thing. That's why it seems like I'm so hands-on with that, because I just do it when I think it.
It makes sense. I mean, I've always liked that about you, because one, you're for sure independent, but you truly show people like, hey, this is everything that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, you can do it too.
Yeah.
Literally step by step. Like if someone really paid attention,
they could. I have a blueprint.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah. Get it done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
He said, well, shit.
45 minutes.
I love it. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, it's good. This has been good. I appreciate you coming on, because this is the first one was a full circle moment for sure, because it was a long time coming. Something in the wild. Like I had no idea I was going to be doing this with you for a second time, but I told you the last time, hit me up. We'll get you into the studio the second time, and we're here.
Yes.
So I appreciate.
I was serious about coming back.
100%.
Yeah, I'm serious about coming back again too. Third time.
I think I'm gonna still be here soon. I mean, not soon, but for the remainder of the year. I don't know if I'm gonna switch studios. I might just keep this one and just run with it for maybe another year.
Yeah.
But I get tired. Like,
I feel you.
my mind might change when I get home. Like, it's just
right.
like, it's just all over the place sometimes. So
I
mean,
you.
you know what it is.
Yeah.
Anytime. Speaking of that too, we need to stop. If you're up for it, we need to stop messaging on social media. And,
right.
Because that was one of the things that I don't like, especially people that I've actually.
Because you have to check the social media to get the message. Yeah.
So after this, we'll.
And we act like we can't get each other's phone number. We've known each other since we're like 15 years old. Like, what? Jeez, I should have had it already.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But if people don't know where to find you, where are people going to find you?
You can find me on at Natalie_moments on Instagram and most of my social media, or you can just go to NatalieNichole.com, or you can just Google me and find all that great stuff.
Buy her fucking book.
Yeah, buy that book.
No, you got a lot of stuff going on, and I always admire that about you, because when you post about it, two, it's the real shit. Like, it's actually fucking legit, and you do it all by yourself.
Yes.
So, people, appreciate this.
Please.
Woman, appreciate this woman.
Please.
Yeah, follow her, subscribe to the music. You got a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I do.
Same thing?
Yeah.
Same name?
Well, it's under Natalie. Well, I mean, if you just go to NatalieNichole.com, the link is there. The link is there, I promise. Yeah.
Yeah, this has been a good episode. I always like catching up with you. Always, I mean, you're doing it. The work ethic is there. I've always said that. I said that the last podcast episode. Yeah, we're gonna do this again for sure.
Most definitely. Thank you for having me.
Of course, we're out here, people. Peace.